The phone rang while I was tightening a rusted pipe under a kitchen sink. Grease on my hands, cold tile against my knees. A number I didn't recognize. I answered anyway. A woman's voice. Sharp, young, arrogant. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." A pause. Then a small laugh. "My husband says plumbers are good at that." I leaned back against the cabinet door. Water dripped slowly from the pipe onto the floor. Drip, drip, drip. I knew that voice. My daughter-in-law, Melissa. She thought the joke was funny. She didn't know who she was talking to. I wiped my hands on a rag. "Enjoy," I said quietly, and hung up. No anger. No argument. Just silence. Outside the window, snow had begun falling across the Swiss Valley. My villa overlooked Lake Geneva. 3 floors of glass and marble. Private dock. 2 cars in the garage that cost more than my old house ever did. My phone buzzed. "A message from my assistant. The photos you approved have been posted." I opened the link. There it was. The villa. The lake. The cars. And me, standing on the terrace with a glass of wine. Caption simple. "Retired plumber enjoying life." 10 minutes later, my phone rang again. "Melissa." I declined. It rang again. Declined. Again. Again. By the time I finished my drink, my phone had rung 71 times. I watched the screen light up again. Her name flashing. I didn't answer. Some people only notice you when they think you're small. Melissa had just discovered something terrifying. The plumber, she mocked, was the richest man she had ever known. But that story started long before Switzerland. It started with my wife, and the day she laughed at me. My wife liked to remind people what I was. A plumber. She said it like a diagnosis, like a flaw. At dinner parties, she would smile politely while lawyers and executives spoke. Then someone would ask what I did. Her eyes would shift toward me, amused. "Oh, he fixes pipes." Soft laughter around the table. One night, she said it differently. We were arguing in the kitchen. She had come home late again. Perfume I didn't recognize. Her phone clutched like a secret. "You wouldn't understand my work," she snapped. "I understand lying." Her smile was slow, cruel. "Please," she said. "You're just a plumber." The words didn't hurt the way she expected. They clarified something. A pattern. The late nights. The sudden gym memberships. The expensive dresses she didn't wear with me. I stopped arguing after that, not because I believed her. Because I didn't need her truth. I would find my own. Quietly. Plumbers are patient men. We listen to walls. We hear what others miss. And houses. Houses tell you everything. I never confronted her. That would have been emotional. Messy. I preferred facts. First came the phone records. A number repeating every evening. Long calls, sometimes 2 hours. Then the credit cards, hotel restaurants, private clubs, the same district downtown. Always the same night she claimed she was working late. I followed once, just once. A black sedan picked her up outside her office. Driver wearing a corporate badge. The car stopped outside a glass tower. A law firm. I stayed across the street inside my truck. 2 hours later, she exited. Not alone. Her boss walked beside her, hand resting casually on her back. They laughed. Too close. Too comfortable. The confirmation felt calm. No explosion inside me. Just quiet rearrangement, like tightening a bolt. My wife wasn't just cheating. She was building a life that didn't include me, and she believed something dangerous. She believed I was powerless. A plumber. Simple. Replaceable. She didn't know 2 things. First, before plumbing, I studied contracts. Second, every asset in our life was legally mine. I spent 3 months preparing. Lawyers, auditors, investigators, all very discreet. Her boss was ambitious, aggressive, and sloppy. Financial shortcuts, conflicts of interest, a few illegal transfers hidden inside corporate accounts. The kind of details regulators love. I collected everything carefully, patiently. When the truth was ready, I invited my wife to dinner. She arrived late, of course. Perfume heavy, eyes distracted. "I can't stay long," she said. "I have work." I nodded. Of course she did. I slid an envelope across the table. She frowned. "What's this?" "Proof." She laughed. "Of what?" I watched her open it. Phone records, photographs, hotel receipts, her boss's hand on her waist. The laughter stopped. Her face drained of color. "This is insane," she whispered. I leaned forward. "No," I said quietly. "This is accurate." Her hands trembled. "You followed me?" I observed. Silence. Then anger. "You're pathetic." I slid another document toward her. Legal filings, asset transfers, account closures, her name removed from everything. The house, investments, savings, even the car. "You signed a prenuptial agreement," I reminded her. "You said it was romantic." Her breathing changed. "What did you do?" I stood. "Finished the job." The regulators moved quickly. Corporate scandals spread fast when the evidence is clean. Her boss was investigated, then suspended, then arrested. The firm collapsed around him. Careers destroyed overnight. My wife lost everything with him. Her position, her reputation, her network. Law firms don't protect liabilities. They erase them. She came to the house one evening, pounding on the door. "You ruined me," she screamed. I opened it slowly, snow falling between us. "You ruined yourself. You reported him." "I reported crimes." Her voice cracked. "You destroyed my career." I studied her. The woman who once laughed at me across dinner tables. "You said I was just a plumber." I stepped aside and gestured toward the empty house. "Turns out, I'm very good at fixing leaks." She stared at me, finally understanding. Then the lawyers finished the divorce, and I left the country. The lake is quiet in winter. Snow absorbs sound. Even arrogance fades out here. My phone vibrated again. Melissa calling. 72 times now. I finally answered. Her voice was careful, polite, different. "Dad, we didn't realize—" I looked out at the mountains, the villa lights reflecting in the water. "Yes," I said calmly. "I know." A long silence. Then she asked softly, "Will you come for Thanksgiving?" I thought about the kitchen sink, the dripping pipe, the voice mocking me. Then I smiled. "No." Another pause. "But you're welcome to visit." Hope crept into her voice. "Really?" I leaned back in my chair. "Yes, if you come." I let the silence stretch. Bring gloves." Confusion. "For what?" I watched snow fall across the terrace. "For the dishes." Then I ended the call. "Some leaks, you don't repair. You just let them drain."